this one, guys, this is beautiful.
Ooh, we've been waiting for this
why don't you go ahead and just start it, because you're reading this one because this is your topic.
Yes, I wrote an opinion piece on this, and I published it today. It says...
Where did you publish it, Mary?
On timcast.com, Hannah
Hooray!
Claire. Well, our favorite website.
An excellent newsroom, if I do say so myself.
Excellent. Soulja Boy makes genius marketing move in collaboration with Limewire.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it is the early 2000s.
Do not adjust your
It's that,
sets.
baby.
You've got Kazaa in another
Napster?
Napster. It's a beautiful thing. So we are in the age of meme stocks, and we are in the age of meme companies. And what better way to do so, Mary?
Mm-hmm. The defunct music piracy platform. Maybe that's
Well,
defamatory.
it's a peer-to-peer sharing network, not a music piracy program.
Expertly played on millennial nostalgia to promote its relaunch as an NFT marketplace. So LimeWire's new promise, they're restoring their reputation in the public eye. They are now going to be removing the barriers to entry for the world of NFTs.
The question is, do you get a
who
bunch
should
of
be the face of this?
Do you-
Soulja Boy.
the guy who
Yes.
sold a bunch of off-brand video game systems to people for like 10 gazillion percent markup?
Notoriously in like 2018, Soulja Boy licensed like bootleg Chinese game consoles that just had like a sticker with his name on it.
Yep.
So it looks like they're working together to regain footing and restore credibility in the public eye, and they collaborated to make this advertisement, which I guess we couldn't show because it has the song in it.
How many that's were cranked in the making of this collaboration?
2 to 3, I would say.
exactly 420.
I was really off in my guess.
Okay.
They cranked many that's.
There was many that's cranked.
So the advertisement, I'll tell you, shows 2 school children waiting for school to get out, and you can hear in the
Virtual
background
school?
the like steel drum of Crank That playing in the background. And they run home and they go download Crank That from LimeWire in the older iteration in the early 2000s, and they dance to that song in their bedroom, and then it flashes forward to them being adults and they're still friends, and they go rediscover LimeWire together as an NFT marketplace for music related NFTs.
And how old are they?
Like in their late 20s.
So I imagine like I've been hearing for years how millennials can't afford houses, but they can afford to buy a bunch of freaking NFTs on a marketplace run by Soulja Boy.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that.
I'm about to turn into a boomer and be like, look.
They take 2 weeks off buying avocados, and then they buy some NFTs.
Millennials either have like not enough disposable income or way too much, where they go on like emo cruises and like buy
That's how they're gonna meet their
$5,000 Star
husbands.
Wars cocktails.
And then they're like, I can't afford a house. It's like, well,
I really like the idea that like Mary is like getting her anthropology degree, but it's in specifically the early 2000s.
It's just that. It really is a study of like humanity at its pinnacle.
it was. It was society. It was beautiful. That time.
Has Soulja Boy commented on this publicly other than releasing the commercial?
I looked at his social media and I didn't see anything, but I did see he was like commenting on LimeWire's, new announcements
And being like, crank that.
yeah.
I wonder what spyware apps are going to be bundled into your purchase when you download.
I'm surprised that he never like.
No, they literally said like, if this is true to the original product, every NFT you think that you purchased should turn out to be just a Soulja Boy song.
Incredible.
I'm wondering if he's now gonna have a resurgence on TikTok, like the dance that went with his like hit song is gonna suddenly like have this moment. It's gonna like everyone's gonna suddenly be really into this. I don't know.
Does this feel backwards to anyone else? Like out of all the
You hate
people you get to bring back LimeWire, you get the guy who sold bootleg video game systems.
See, that
It's
seems
the
why it makes
perfect
sense.
pair.
It's incredible.
He's always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and now he's like teaming up with the other most early 2000 things we could think of.
I just genuinely think this is an incredible marketing maneuver on both parts.
Yeah.
And
it's not
Andy-
even like a bad pair. It's just like that seems so out of place and yet makes so much sense.
Because I think like in an age where companies are trying so hard to seem self-aware and break the fourth wall, and to the point where it's very jarring and annoying. They tastefully gave a nod to like their shady past and the fact that they shut down because people were using Limewire for nefarious reasons, and they did it in a very like self-aware and like humble way, and then introduced this new concept for the brand. I really liked it. It's
kind of incredible. Like I was thinking, like Jay-Z launched. Remember Tidal? Do you remember Tidal was like Jay-Z's music?
Yeah.
Does anybody actually use Tidal?
The only thing I knew was that like Beyonce started, only releasing music on there, but that isn't even the case anymore.
Yeah, she's like, I love you, honey. We're married and all, but I'm not making any money on Tidal. It's just not happening. What this reminded me of was a conversation I had with Andy where he informed me about the resurgence of another late 90s, early 2000s pinnacle of society, and that is Radio Shack, which is back.
How is Radio Shack doing?
Mary, do you want to tell them what happened with Radio Shack?
Well, they are rebranding as a cryptocurrency exchange.
Sorry, I just clicked open the tab. Whoa.
All done by their incredible Twitter account.
Yes.
Well,
I'm going to go with the narrative that there is an intern at Radio Shack who has gone rogue with their Twitter account.
Who needs sex therapy badly.
Who definitely like has psychological issues.
And I'm here for it. And I'm here for it.
And we love it.
So the first thing that comes up when you look at Radio Shack's Twitter, first of all, I love that they put devil emoji in the thing next to their verified blue check mark.
He's going off.
He is. It says,
crazy.
So you go down here and he says, launching Fitcoin, and it says right here, it says, journalist, Radio Shack bad. Radio Shack, no you. Journalist, blocks Radio Shack. And it's literally just
making all the blue checks mad.
r/squirtspace. Any engagement with this tweet... it's literally all sexualized.
This is like stuff that we can't even say on the show.
It's incredible, and this is all on the verified Radio Shack Twitter account, and it's
the one that he's like, I'm not fired. Like, buckle up.
Was that up or down farther?
I think it was down further down the timeline. But he was like, no, I'm not fired.
It says, people from my high school are getting married and I'm being criminally horny on the official Radio Shack account. And they're all literally like this, and it's kind of the greatest thing ever. My favorite was it says, this is going to be the U.S. This says, scientist says this map represents the U.S. in 30 years if we don't reverse climate change. It's a bunch of water in the middle of the United States.
Wait, I found the not fired one.
And then he responds, this is going to be the U.S. in a couple hours after I see your mom.
The fired one is Shaq intern. It's from June 29th. He said, Shaq intern here. I want to take a sec to reflect on my post. IK, so I know you're expecting me to say, in my wildest dreams, I never thought that a tweet would go viral and to apologize. But I did, because I know that shit was fire. No, we didn't get hacked, and no, I'm not fired. Buckle up, bitch.
What? So good.
If this tweet hits 10,000 likes, I'll make an OnlyFans account.
Wait, so how did this intern will into the cryptocurrency thing?
No,
where does this
Radio Shack got bought by a crypto billionaire, by like a Bitcoin millionaire.
Yeah.
And it's like literally kind of like AMC with meme stocks. Mm-hmm. It's like they've turned Radio Shack into a meme, and I kid you not, ending. They have a store where they sell vintage radios, and it says Radio Shack Basics, where you can buy like an AM FM radio and a bunch of merch.
I imagine they'd make the most money off of t-shirts, because it is kind of cool to have a Radio Shack t-shirt.
Do you think that there are like business schools at like serious universities that are now trying to teach classes in like what crypto billionaires and YouTubers and the economics of like trying to keep up with whatever they're going to do next?
I'm sure
I feel like it's a whole class of people who just like do not fit into these traditional like, well, when someone makes a lot of money, they tend to start investing this way. And they're like, I bought Radio Shack.
He says, change all the passwords before I'm fired. Yes or no?
But also feels like it's a stunt. Like I feel like it's not a real intern.
No, it is a stunt, and that's the best part. Is like the company stock took back off after they did this. It says Radio Shack's marketing boss says the company has boosted sales since it started posting memes and tweeting at celebrities. Just turn your company into a meme and you will be successful.
Be more
according to
entertaining.
Soulja Boy.
Be more entertaining, and people will be like, "Yeah, I might as well buy their products. They're at least charming on the internet."
People like to buy stuff for meme reasons.
That
They
is
do.
originally what those like fast food chains were trying to do. I believe Wendy's was the
Wendy's
first
is what
one.
kicked it off.
But then
Thank
it
you.
all just became super cringe, and they never went like fully off the wall like Radio Shack is.
Radio Shack says, I don't care what anyone says. Lizzo's fine as F. What's up, girl?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's what everyone is saying. That's not that interesting.
Radio Shack, we loved you, but disagree. Hard disagree on that.
Swing and miss on that one, Radio
It's just
Shack.
like, I don't care what anyone says. You're just saying what everyone says. Like, pass. Anyways.
So Radio
says
Shack,
Lizzo is fine.
Radio Shack is back.
always,
LimeWire
like,
is
hyping
back. AMC stock is still around. I mean, solely for the memes.
Well, I'll go get my Abercrombie sweatshirt and we'll see what's happening.
You can do that.
Yes.
You can
Abercrombie is actually very successful right now. Like, they
Really?
rebounded from all their criticism about, like, we only hire hot people. And, like, yeah. They're doing really well.
They're like, we only hire ugly people now.
They hire the same kinds of people, but, like, their like, company as a brand, they just, like,
I
think
just
they have
miss how their clothes used to look.
Yeah,
more
their
than
style
anything.
right now is very on trend, but also
Yeah.
like not the big brands that they used to have, which is for the early 2000s member of the room upsetting.
So, Elon Musk should buy Radio Shack from this guy now and relaunch it and you should buy MySpace and Twitter and just relaunch them all. They're all.
But who is gonna buy MySpace from Rupert Murdoch?
Remember that they like deleted almost all of MySpace's data on accident one day, and then like tons of people's music was just like lost to the digital sands of time forever. That was a tragedy.
All right, there's some super chats there.
Yes, Jonathan Harris said this is really on brand for Soulja. He brought MySpace to prominence as well. Is that true?
I don't know if that's true.
Were you on MySpace?
I was.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
What if we bring back MySpace just ironically?
but that's
What if you could find Mary on WeChat and MySpace?
if Radio Shack
more
is
and
coming
more
back ironically, if
obscure.
LimeWire is coming back ironically, Tom should buy back MySpace and launch it ironically.
What if I'm just like a MySpace influencer?
We can bring back LiveJournal.
Oh
and
gosh, as long as
What
Tumblr
else?
stays off to the side, I'm fine.
Tumblr's always kind of like coasting.
I still have a Tumblr.
Yeah, I feel
just
like
use it
people-
as Pinterest.
Yeah. I feel like people who like Tumblr still use it that way. It doesn't have like super intense prominence, but it
No
also didn't
text
die.
posts.
Retweet if you'd punch the S out of pedophile, says Radio Shack.
Oh,
Very
base.
important.
Look, that's a good PSA.
Hey, Miley Cyrus, you up? He asks.
Well, is she?
She didn't respond.
Rude.
Dang. Wayward Soul said the wax Mickey Rourke at Ripley's looks more lifelike. That's mean.
But not untrue, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I've never
he
seen it.
didn't look fantastic in that interview. Exactly.
Anybody remember those cool robots we used to sell called iLadies? And then somebody says, we don't care, nor do we like Radio Shack. And they respond, iLadies, balls on your face. Scoop.
Ha. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm sorry.
Brett, you were such a child.
It's like the only account
You're the oldest person here. You're supposed to be mature.
No.
Brett is like, I am the Radio Shack intern.
I
Think I'm
reject
funny."
that hypothesis.
Cooper Trooper said, Mary ended up still talking about my dumpy chat. Because I was accused of being illiterate.
Mary's very proud of her ability to read.
Excuse me. He also said, instead of a Luke shaft cam, how about a Brett dumpy cam?
God,
You're-
no.
My
This guy's
patience is
weird.
wearing thin. Jonathan Harris said, can I use LimeWire to... Wait, what?
Yo-ho?
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
To pirate NFTs. I get it now. I mean, that would be the natural conclusion, right?
Seems like it, right?
It'll give your computer a bunch of viruses if you buy NFTs on LimeWire.
I love it.
They're trying to revolutionize it by like letting you use direct credit card transactions to buy them instead of using crypto to buy NFTs.
Your phone like turns slowly back into like an early 2000s Dell desktop.
Suddenly it's a
It's
flip
like
phone.
it turns into like a BlackBerry
Yeah.
with a stylus.
Hey, I loved my BlackBerry when I had a BlackBerry.
Jonathan Harris said, "This is." Oh wait, I already read that one. Do you have more?
Waffle Sensei says crypto unkilled the radio star.
Whoa. So
Whoa.
true.
We are so glad to have you back, Waffle
Yeah,
Sensei.
I like Waffle
Someone is
Sensei.
talking about Farmville from Facebook. Remember that?
Oh, games that you play? People do get addicted to that.
I was addicted to Farmville for a while as a kid.
There's one that's like Farmville Tropical that you're
Thank
like.
you.
Oh, I played Sorority Life on Facebook. That was a
Nice.
good one.
I didn't play any of those games.
Whatever. You're probably like the highest score on Sorority Life on Facebook.
Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.